What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. Man, I feel like getting me some popcorn, cheddar cheese, because this stuff is getting good. I feel like Michael Jackson and Thriller, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it gets good, man. I want to talk about what Fury had to say in regards to Deontay Wilder's negative comments. You know, his lash out. You know, about the cocaine allegations and stuff like that. And Tyson Fury revealed why he decided to scrap the date at the 1 yard line, right? Right before they were going to go into negotiations. Fury stated the fact that he was given a draw by the judges in their December meeting was his logic for backing off. He said, "The world knows I won that fight, as did you and your team," pointed out Fury. "Fool me once, shame on you, but you won't fool me twice." Okay? "Why would I go get robbed again on Showtime? My team offered to do you a favor, pay you better and build your name. Abbott as my workman." "Wow, you big Dulsa," he concluded. My thoughts are that it's not how I did things in my era, but that's my era. It's theirs, said Lewis. Okay, I'll get to that later. That's a whole different can of worms. That's something from Lennox Lewis. But anyway, you know, it makes sense because it's like if a lot of people, including myself, like a lot of people thought that Fury pulled it out, including Blue Blood Sports TV and a lot of those guys. At first, they thought, "Hey, yeah, I think Fury pulled it out." Even after they seen it again, I think Fury did enough to win. Then now they're changing their whole minds. "Oh well, no, I think Deontay won." Well, you said like weeks ago that you thought that Fury won. But anyway, that's that favoritism bias shit. You know what I mean? You know, you're almost there with the realism, you know what I mean, with the truth. But then you decided, okay, no, I'm going to go back into my shell of bullshit. So, you know, but it makes perfect sense. Why would he go on Showtime and get robbed when it's favored for their Showtime fighter to win? You know what I mean? Obviously, I mean, yeah, the 2 knockdowns were impressive. You know what I mean? But the get-ups were very impressive. So you can look at it either way. If you were a Wilder fan, you could say, "Hey, man, he knocked your ass down twice." But if you're a Fury fan, well, man, he got up and he rallied and he survived and he did more than survive. You know, he won the rest of the fight. He showed that, hey, he showed the ref, he showed you that he was game on top of being a cokehead and slamming broads, you know, and all that kind of other stuff. You know what I mean? So this makes a lot of sense. I would definitely understand why he didn't do that for that reason. And then, like he said, you know, my team offered to do you a favor, pay you better and build your name. Now, if we take, because see, here's the problem with that. We don't know how much money that Deontay was offered from ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Because either they're not disclosing that or they didn't know. Either way, that's not a good sign. But it's not a good sign anyway, guys. It's not a good reality for Deontay Wilder to be offered the deals that he was offered by his own team. So what I'm trying to tell people, it's not really, they offered him 3 million pounds. That's $3.9 million. Okay. That's like $1,000 less than what he made against supposedly Fury, right? So he didn't get that type of money. He didn't get that type of money in his career. In his career, look, they paid him what they felt he was worth. You know what I'm saying? They paid Deontay Wilder, you know, a salary or fight purses or whatever you want to call it. They paid him what they feel what he was worth, the people that he was fighting. They started him off very slow. They padded his career, you know, his resume with a lot of fighters that were like ranked 67, 54, 26, 85. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they paid him accordingly to who he fought, you know, and that's why they felt, well, we really have to give him 2.5 million to fight Ortiz. Well, to Deontay, that is a lot of money. So in theory, Tyson Fury is right. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, well, you never got paid 3.9 million prior to fighting me in your life. You know, so it's like, you never got that type of money, ever. The only way you got that type of money on a guarantee is when you fought me on pay-per-view, and you had to be on pay-per-view to be guaranteed $4 million. That by itself is rather sad, honestly. Because if I'm Deontay Wilder, if I'm smart, okay, I would be thinking, no, how about you guarantee me $10 million? Eddie Hearn offered me 12. Why can't you offer me at least 10? Or better yet, 8. Something better than 4. $4 million is not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That's not a lot of money compared to being a champion. You know, but it is if they don't value you. You hold no value to them, or you hold lesser value than people think. So, yeah, Tyson Fury was like, okay, well, hey, yeah, we was offering you money to come fight. And if it was $4 million a fight, okay, that's like your pay-per-view money. That's like you're getting a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. I mean, but that is a legitimate reason from Tyson Fury. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Because like, okay, why would I go back on Showtime when I've signed with ESPN to fight you? You see what I'm saying? And then I felt I got the shitty end of the stick. I don't feel that I got a good crack at the whip. I felt that I was robbed. I felt that those judges were shitty. Something was tampered with. Something wasn't right. Something was shitty in Denmark. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And Deontay Wilder, he's not going to take anything. He reminds me of what my uncle used to say, a proud dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would rather take less money to fight on a certain network just because it's, I guess, you dignify that, or you have some type of loyalty towards whoever you're already with. Like, what holds do they have to you, Mr. Free Agent? You know what I'm saying? They don't hold. He could have negotiated those terms. Like, okay, well, won't you give me $5 million a fight for 5 fights? You know what I'm saying? Something. Like, be a better businessman and stop being an emotional train wreck, because he's train wrecking his life. He's not getting that Fury fight. And then who knows what happens in the Brazil fight? We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, he turned that deal down with ESPN. Tyson Fury doesn't. He never has to fight Deontay Wilder. He never has to fight him again. And he doesn't understand. And Deontay doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand that, like, this guy got all this damn money. Why would he want to fight me if he felt he already beat me? You know what I mean? Because you got to respect the argument at least. Because both of these guys have 2 arguments, right? Deontay Wilder feels, hey, I beat Tyson Fury. In fact, I knocked him out and the count was long. Tyson Fury says, I beat this guy a big, huge chunk of this fight, damn near all of it. And I got off the canvas and I survived the count. Therefore, I win by default. So there's 2 things we're looking at, people. And one thing that you have to understand, that one guy got a contract to make a whole bunch of money and the other one don't. He's left out in the cold. And that's Deontay Wilder. So Deontay Wilder has to say, okay, well, this is not good for me right now. So I have to resort in fighting someone else, And so it's like, now, shouldn't I look at other options, other better options? Yeah, you got to fight your mandatory. But then it's like, okay, he should have at least negotiated more with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'll take the deal or whatever. But nonetheless, a deal was offered to Deontay Wilder. They could have renegotiated the deal. You know what I mean? You just don't scrap a particular, okay, I don't accept that offer. But let's go back to the table if that's the fight that he really wants. You know what I'm saying? Let's renegotiate. Okay, well, I don't like that idea because, we don't know how much he was offered for each fight for this multi-fight deal. We don't know how much that is. So anyway, I do understand Tyson Fury's reasoning. I do get it. You know what I mean? You know, so, and it makes a lot of sense because I'm like, well, why would you come? My thing was America. Why would you come to America? You know what I mean? But that also the fighter reflects the network that he fights on. So if he's with ESPN now, why would he take that risk of going back over to Showtime and perhaps the same thing happening? You know what I mean? But anyway, that's my take on it. You guys tell me what you think about Tyson Fury's reasoning. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.